Hi, welcome back to another ARCHICAD speed modeling tutorial. I'll show you how to create a bit more of an organic shape roof, and if you go inside we can see a really cool void with some great handrails and some quite nice shapes along here. See, even with some lights in there. Alright, let's get started then. Okay, I've set up this file very simple with ground floor, first floor, second floor, and the roof. I got a different height for each of the floors. Well, it's the same. And we started ground floor. If I go up to the first floor, I copied up the ellipse and I just drew in here with a spline tool a shape. You know, I just went around like this, and you close it off and you have this shape. So this is my void shape. So I start up with the first thing I like to do is just add a slab. We are on first floor, so we just space click. So again, it depends how you have the settings of the magic wand tool. I've got at the moment, I got segments of 2 meters, so maybe you should change this. Let's go back and we change this to segments alone. Let's go less than 20, 40. Best match. Let's see what that does. Do it again. Yeah, that actually looks, that looks actually quite alright. Cool, great. So obviously we select this and space click again in the middle here. I want to cut this out. So we start up with a very simple slab and the void cut out. Now to get the void detail, I use the profiler. So open the profiler and we add a new one. Let's call it ceiling edge 00 for now. Okay, and I put an A on here so it's at the top for this tutorial. Right, now the ceiling, I haven't shown you the ceiling, is 500 mil. Trust me on this, I'll show you after. So I draw a line here from my origin, and I just want to go wide 500 like this. All right, actually should have gone down, so how about I just drag this down. Next bit is we use a spline and make a bit of a fancy shape. So again, you just, you know, do something that sort of you think you like, and you should be in this one. Let's try that again. That's better. As soon as the shape sort of, every time you click, it adds something to it. Okay, so for me, let's just do this for now. Okay, so that's my shape of the edge. So if you want to change this slightly, again, you just move this around, and if you're happy with it, you can say, okay, this is good. So next bit is we take the fill, space click of course, and we fill this out. Now if you keep going, we can just add some other stuff, I call it. Now as example, let's just add as example some lights. There you go. So you could take the light there, and you just, you know, add some lights, and this will look actually quite cool. So you keep going with this. Whenever you're happy with the shape, you save it, obviously. I'll save this now, and I show you, I've done one before. That's the one I did, and I'll use this one because then it's all finished and we can continue, because I think you know by now how to use the profiler. So if I go back to my ceiling shape, the void I just cut out, I like to use this profiler with the wall. So open the wall, go there, and I use this ceiling edge. All right, by the way, just quickly to show you, in case you don't remember, you have to make sure you select the fill and you override the surface down here. So I used paint titanium white. So if I now go to my wall, it's good, you should use the same here. There we go. And we put this on floor. Okie dokie. So now again, Magic Wand tool, but we have to look how it looks. So at the moment, the setting I've got, let's just see what it does. So if we hold down spacebar and we click, it might be too many. So let's just have a look what happens. Okay, let's go in here. Those are my lights. There you go. It actually looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Great. So next bit is we do the handrail around here. Again, I use the profiler, and what you do this time is you take this one. I use this ceiling edge and I duplicate it, or if you want to, you could add it on to your ceiling edge, the handrail. I usually do it separate because I just have more control over it. So I duplicate and we call this a void handrail, and let's make this 0, 0. Okay, edits. So obviously you don't need this stuff. So what you do is we just delete a couple of things. Actually, you know what? I've got to leave this in as a reference for now. I delete this after. So now we like to add a handrail, and we do this as example. Again, this is just tutorial wise. So what you do is you, okay, I need to know the handrail is roughly 1100. So by 1100 time plus. Okay, that's the height of the handrail. We need to do that. Maybe do another line this way. They're just sort of construction line for me. And I take my arc this way. And we go up. Again, I just do something, you know, sort of to design something. So you copy and paste this one back in because I want two of them. And you can just sort of, you know, make it a bit of a thickness. Okay, this will do. Adding on top a little, actually use this one so I can go in the middle here. Like a handrail, there we go. Okay, that's looking good. And in this tutorial I like to do this glass. So gotta make sure that we produce this, draw this correctly. So let's just maybe use a fill for the next bit. So let's move this over here, and if you want to make it smooth, you can just add a bit of a chamfer fillet. Let's do this one, let's do 10. There you go, you round this a bit. Again over here, 20. There you go. This will be on the slab. Don't worry, this is overlapping here. And as you can see, I don't even know how much this is, but I'll quickly have a look. Yeah, 40 is the glass. 40 is the glass. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And now, as you can see, you just keep moving this bit over. So the glass sort of fits in there, you know what I mean? Alright, cool, 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 great. And I might do at the top, copy, and move this down to about there. And you just make this a bit smaller. If I can, or use easy this one, resize, see, watch this, that's quite easy. Woo. There we go. Great. So in between, I like to add this glass now. Fill. Gotta do a different fill if you want to use different material. So let's just use don't worry about my names. You know what I got in here. It's mainly about the fill for me. You can change your names, and I do add this now, and let's just go from there to down here. Oops, I think I missed this, but I can correct this down here. I want to go there, and of course we curve this one. There we go. All right. Yeah, this looks good. Now again, like I said, I need a different fill. Let's just use this one, and we fill out now, because I got all those lines there. Show you quickly, you could use on the space bar, you just go like this, and then you drag just the fill down. There you go. Sort of again, you use this as a construction line. I just made a copy of it. Same with this one here, you know, over here, and we, whoops, and we, oh, this is interesting. That's what I want to do it, eh? All right, that's the first. Let's try one more time. Maybe it's too small. Not possible. You know what? I'm not wasting my time here. I'll just take a copy down here, and I use again the resize, and we just resize this. There we go. Now this one I like to add. In this case, I just like add another color. Let's just do this metal zinc. Why not? And this, of course, needs to be glass. So override to glass, which we have over here. Let's do this glass too. And this one here we had, oh, we got nothing there either. Let's make this a bit darker frames. All right, cool. So I can save this now. When you saved it, now you can delete all this down here, because you really don't need it. All right, great. Don't worry about those ones. You can move them, but they're just really there to show you a bit of the sizes. Save. No, see, that disappeared now. So you can now go and make sure you pick this, and we can do the same again. Change this from there to there, and you got to take this out because we've got a couple of different materials in there. Here you put it on handrail, and we try to do this again. That's just a space bar down. It needs to search for a bit because it is quite curvy, a spline. Yes, yeah, I thought it maybe doesn't want to do this. So, not to worry, not to worry. This is obviously automatically grouped, so we drag a copy over here. There we go, and we open this, and we just change this to our void handrail. And okay, see, and then we just drag this back. Yeah, obviously you have to make sure you drag this back to the same line. Okay. Oh, what's up? Oh yeah, no, my mistake. You gotta swap them over sometimes. I show you. You can. Yeah, that's the one. So it just looks a bit funny at the moment because that's better. So let's have a look in 3D. There is our handrail glass. Now, as you can see, the next bit is we need some sort of columns in between, because especially the handrail at the top is just floating. So how do we add this? We do this by, again, using the profiler. Take the same void handrail profile and we duplicate this. 01, yep, that's fine. And you go edit, and now you just add what you need. So what I need is this one here, and I like to just make this a tiny bit thicker than the handrail. So you go there, you just extend this a bit. There you go. Don't need this anymore. Come on, delete, delete, delete. And this has to go all the way to connect up there. So now to keep this curve, it's not that easy because I show you. So if you take this, you extend here. Oh, okay, I think ARCHICAD fixed that. So that's good. I can actually go in here. Yeah, it kept the curve. Very nice, very nice. So let's go back down here. You know, you won't see this anyway, but just so you clean it up a bit, you can always do this. See, perfect. Now down here, because it did extend, this will go into the ground. Sorry, yeah, where the floor is. So again, you extend this to there. Okay, again, this one we don't need. And we don't need this either, because this is purely our handrail connection. So select, again, you need to give that an override surface, and let's call this frames again as I did the bottom part. Save. Okay, let's go back. Now, to add this as example every meter or something. So what I usually do is, again, I take, this is the handrail, I make a copy because I want to start with one single one that's in the correct position already. So suspend groups, and you just delete this stuff here. Okay, I would like to start, yes, let's start with this one there. Okay, so this one we start and we go there. You can now obviously apply again the correct material, which was, I got too many materials here. It's really hard to find sometimes. Frames, there you go. Put it on handrails. Yes, if it conflict, I show you in a moment, it might be conflicting a bit. You could move this on a different layer, as example, handrail off or handrail on or handrail top or whatever. But I leave it for now, handrails. And let's go into 3D and see what I've got here. As you can see, that's just this piece. All right. So obviously, I like to make this much smaller. Now you can't really measure here, so hit M and it tells you roughly 100, 104. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm quite happy with 100 mil. Yeah, 100 mil is good. All right, so take this one back, drag and we drag this down. Looks perfect. All right, but for this tutorial, again, that's not a problem. So now we can obviously move them along here, well, copy them by spreading increment or increment and spread, but I like to have increment and now actually, sorry, spread, and I like to spread it every, let's make it every 1.5 meter. Let's have a look how that looks. It's important, you got to pick a path and you have to rotate to path. Okay, now you got to zoom in. Okay, so yeah, see, that's what I thought. It is quite hard to find. So what we do is, for this tutorial, like I said before, let's just change this handrail to top. Okay, so I put this one on top and we turn that layer off. Okay, where did I put this one on? Floors. Fair enough, turn that one off too. Alright, so now, see, I got now only the spline I started with, and you will see that's much easier to pick now. See, there you go. So it's quite important little things, you know, you learn along the way. If you feel like you know, that's not working, easy, turn a couple of layers off and then we can do this. So you click there and you go there again. And now, as you can see, it's going nicely along the spline and you click again. What I usually do is I group them. Alright, great. So, tutorial. This should look pretty good so far. Alright, great. That looks pretty good actually. See, if you go in here. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, next bit. So now we got the void is sorted. I've got the floor slab. I like to start doing now the glass sides, the roof, and that's it then. All right, cool. So the next bit is I use the curtain wall tool, and I have just a very simple settings. I do them 2 meters wide, 3 meter high, you know, with a distinct panel on top. All my frames are just normal sizes. I use the built-in frame for this exercise. See, you go to all of them. They all look pretty much the same thickness. I use a surface and I put them on curtain wall. So, okay, if I use now the magic wand tool again, you got to be careful. You sometimes need to change the magic wand tool, because have a look at the setting I've got here. Let's just leave it and I'll show you what happened. Okay, it seems to have done it quite nicely, but it's not looking very good. There you go, see? It can't handle an ellipse very nicely because you told the magic wand tool to go, I show you, you told it to go less than 40 and you told it best match. So ARCHICAD just works this out and puts, every so often it puts in like a polygon for the curtain wall tool. And you can just see yourself, it's not gonna work. So what you have to do is, let's just undo this step and we go back to our magic wand setting. And the best way to do is you go to linear segments, use them and tell them, oh, I want them all 2 meters wide. Just as I had here, remember I put 2 meters in, go back here to my screen, there you go, it's 2 meters. So if I click now, they better be 2 meters now. Oh, I know why. It picked the slab polygons. You see here. So I gotta turn that layer off if it doesn't do it. So which is layers, hide layers, and actually I can get rid of this one. So let's just try again. So just to make sure, magic wand tool. Yeah, I got it 2 meters. So if I now go there, it should really do this. This is better. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, see, this is every 2 meters now. Okay, so again, there's just sometimes you gotta make sure that you got the right tools to work with, and if something conflicts, hide layers, turn them back on later. All right, so we got here now, very nice. So if I turn back on the layer, obviously all on, I should be able to get my floor back. There you go. Beautiful for now. I like it. Good. What else are we doing is, yes, we got to add some walls here. So let's go and get our ellipse, and I like to just make a smaller one. So again, you copy and you paste. There you go. And now you select again and resize from there to there. Let's make it 1800. Okay. And this, it's a bit small, isn't it? Let's just make this a bit bigger, because I don't have enough space over there. Let's add one more 1900. Look, again, this is tutorial, no? It's a bit less space. I want more space to walk through here. So, wall add. Let's go and add a normal wall. We take a normal wall 3 meters high and make it 150, and we just call this wall material, wall internal one, and again wall internal. Okay, so let's just draw this wall, center. Okay, now just for this tutorial, I just add a couple of other walls around here, and then we continue with the next step. You know what? I need more space. Let's just do this quickly. Delete, and we have to just extend them. It just is too small. Doesn't look any good. Let's just go. Yeah, that's better. So, okay, curtain wall back in. There we go. That's great. And now I can extend this wall a bit further. Beautiful. Just add a couple of walls, you know, like that, like office spaces. And again, you go and you let's distribute spread. No, spread is fine. Let's make this every 5 meters. Let's see what happens. Pick path, rotate to path, and we take this one. As you can see, it's not too happy, and it comes down again to the magic 1 tool setting. I'll show you. If I do this again, yeah, see now, it depends where you go. See, it doesn't pick. It picks where the polygon touches the ellipse. So this is not smooth enough. I can see this is not smooth enough. So we have to go and change the magic 1 tool. Hang on, I have to quickly deselect everything. There we go. Magic 1 tool second, and I have to go to best match. You watch, this will work better now. So yeah, there you go. See, now you can easily pick the path. There you go. Okay, you obviously have to cut them off. So if I got the right tool, or the right shortcut on a PC, it's just Control. You get the scissors and you just click around them quickly, and it will nicely cut them off. See, there you go. It's a bit close, but it still works. Same here, and it cuts them off nicely around our ellipse shape curtain wall. All right, there we go. Yeah, I turned my slab off again, which is fine, not a problem. And as you can see, the slab is obviously not large enough now. So let's see, that's how it is. Now you have to do the same here. We go and resize. From there, you saw I got the ellipse, and now it's exactly in the middle. So I can take this there to there. And yes, I have to do the hole again, don't worry, but that's fine. I just redo the hole, or you can resize the hole, but in this case it's easier to select the hole and redo it. So we have here a slab tool, and I should be able to, but see now I can't pick it, of course, again. Okay, oh, there it is. Yep, there it is. So click, and we got our hole again. Great, this is good. Now adding some more of the curtain wall in here. And again, I want this, yeah, see, gotta be careful here. Gotta be magic wand settings. We gotta go back and we go to our linear segment length of 2 meters. Actually, no, let's make this smaller. 1/500. Let's have a look. Yep, there we go. Okay, let's see how this looks in 3D. There we go. Turn all the layers on. And yes, it's all worked out well. Okay, there you go. Great, so let's get back here now to the next bit, which is I like to create now this roof shape. For this I go up another floor, so we go to 2nd floor, and I might need some of that ellipse, which I could show through here. I could show through this floor, okay, show a straight reference, but I like to have it so I can click it just separate. So what I like to do is we go back to the 1st floor and we just go take the Marquee tool and you go to the ellipse tool down here and select all, and we copy this up, paste this back in here. Alright, so I've got just the ellipse tiles, lines, and I think this is what I'm after. I will draw a line as a help in the middle. Yes, go up here, let's make this one red too, before I start drawing my shape. I use the shell tool for this, so let's take the shell tool. It's always, for now I just have just normal settings. I put it on shell, a couple materials, and I will use a thickness of 300 for now. Okay, great. For this exercise you use this geometry method and this one here. So let's just draw this. I draw it a little bit outside on purpose. And again, oops, come on, get it straight here. There's my little shift key. That's annoying. Oh, there it is. And we go up and close this off. Okay, so let's see what we got. So you got this simple shape here for now. Okay, so I like to move this. I like to move this over to there, going to 3D, and now what I like you to do is we use the shell here and we select, and you just go up a bit here. You know, again, this is just roughly by eye. There you go. So you got this, and obviously now we just mirror a copy over. Doing this here, we mirror a copy. There you go. And we got this shape now. Let's see how we now can cut out this shape of the ellipse. So what you do is you select those, you right click, and you say you define shell contour. So, and then you click, zoom in a bit, hold down the space bar and you click on that outer shape. There you go. So if you go into 3D now, as you can see, this has cut out nicely like that. Alright. Now it is a bit hard to see, you think it's disappeared, but if I select all shells, you can see it's still there. It's just exactly above the ellipse. So next step is you actually drag a copy this way to work on. Okay, now you can see we got the dashed line. So I like to sort of, well, reshape this now a bit. So the settings in here I have is, I make them quite high. It has to overlap our roof shape 200, which will be sort of my frames, a material, and for now we put this on the cutting element layer. So let's just draw this from here, this way, and I like to draw one from here, that way. Okay, just distribute them as you will. So as example, let's just go, we distribute, let's make them 20, don't need to pick a path, and we just distribute them along here. There we go, and do the same with this frame here. That one I do a bit longer, let's just do them 10, so it looks a bit different, and we just go along here. Right, so those are the frames we'll use to cut off. We got to fill in some glass, so let's use the slab tool here. I've got glass as a material, again it has to be quite high. Let's do the reference plane at the bottom, so it's going up. Cutting elements, yes, good, and we draw a piece of glass in here. So now if you don't see them, you have to add your cover fill. That's what I usually do, 50%, and just give it some color. There you go. Yeah, beautiful. Now distribute. Again, we use this one, increment and spread. Quite a nice tool. So what you can do is, you can just click here, and as soon as you click the next time, it will now start spreading in either direction. So we have to go all the way there. Select this one too, and repeat this going down to there, and now as you can see I can spread them nicely here. Alright, let's gotta be careful. Is this the only one I got? Yep. Alright, so select all slabs and regroup, and we also select the walls and group. It's easier to work in 3D with our SEO operation. So let's just do this in 3D. Okay, to see it better, go to Wireframe, and we open our solid element operation toolbox. I'll choose the walls as a target element, including, I have to go like this, including our slabs. So get target. And as operator, we use the shell tool, shell roof, and it's important you choose intersection. Subtraction, intersection, always can't remember, but let's go for intersection and we'll see what happens. Okay, so if I go now there, yes, this looks good. So if you turn off the shell layer, looks pretty good to me. So we do the same on the other side. So turn it back on, all on, and we go this way. So you do the same on the other side. What you can do is we delete this one. Whoops. You should be able to delete and, you know, mirror copy over. So let's have a look if we can do this. Mirror copy, and let's just go this way. Alright, I have to cross fingers because I haven't done that with the SEO. Mirror it over and let's see if it works. Let's see if it works now. Yeah, no, that's perfect. So you got two options now. You can convert your glass roof into morph, and then you can just move it around. Because if you don't do it, you have to move the operator and target elements together. What I mean with this is the following. So if I take as example the shell tool and just move this, people that follow me have seen this before. Whoops. Let's go back. Pretty sure that's the shell tool. Shell. Yes. Actually, let's drag it this way. Right, so what happens now, if we go again into 3D, this disappeared, and I can tell you, if you have a look at that, see, you don't have a glass roof anymore, because it has to be at the same spot if you use the solid element operation. So if you're happy with the glass, just convert it to morph, but if you think you want to change it later, keep it together. So for this exercise, I go back here and we just convert this to morph. There we go. I like to turn off the shell tool layer. Yeah, so now I've got the right one. So let's just take this and convert to morph. There we go. Okay. Yes, continue anyway. Great, so if you select, yeah, this should be automatically grouped. So that's good. So we can now take this morph and move it out. You see, you got all those leftover bits, don't worry about it. And to make sure we take the morph and move this back. So okay, great. Let's see what we got if I take my Marquee Tool now. Yes, that's right. I still got my old shell tool roof, and I can actually keep this for later if you want to change stuff again. So I wouldn't delete this as example. You know, I always keep this because you could change your mind and want to adjust stuff. So we definitely don't need this for now, so how about we just delete this? Okay, so that's all good. We will actually use this now to create the frame around the edge, because I don't know if you noticed, but we don't have a frame around the edge yet. Okay, don't worry, I turn this off after, but you can see there's only sort of glass that hangs out and the frame just cuts off. So I need a nice frame around the whole roof shape. So we do this by selecting our shells now. We got here, yeah, there they are, very hard to see, but you know they're there. So let's just drag this over there. Okay, and what you do is now you copy and paste. So you copy and you paste one exactly in the same spot. Zoom out a bit, there it is. Right, so we got 2 pieces each, or 4 pieces, and what we have to do is we move this out by, let's make it 300. This will be our frame thickness. Let's do the same with the other side. You can just pick one, it doesn't really matter. There's 2 above each other. Alright, cool. So if you now go into 3D, we got this scenario here, as you can see, and it's very simple. You take those ones, make sure you get the right one as an operator element, and you want this as a target element. There you go. And we do subtraction, execute. All right, so trust me, it's all good. If you go there, hit F5 again, that's our frame. So you go back in here, we give this frame the same material as we have the other frames. There you go. And now you go down here, and again, if you want to keep using keep using this for later stage, keep this. So what I might do is, let's just take this and actually, we can still take this, but I want to move this to the cutting element layer. I usually turn that off. Okay, and this one here we convert to morph. Great. So if we go back here now, I'm not sure if I still got this on the, yeah, this is still on cutting element. I really got to move this. Let's move this to roofs. Okay, great. And let's take this one and we drag our nice frame over here. This is gonna look good. There you go. Beautiful frame along here. Excellent, excellent. So, like I said, this one is on cutting element layer, or on any other layer you want to turn off, so that's fine. We have to still add another slab and some more curtain walls. All right, that's the next bit we do. Now I noticed I've got this one on the second floor. I might move this up, so select those ones. I just cut and go to the roof and we paste this back in. Great. All right, let's go back down to the second floor and I can work on my curtain wall. I go down to the first floor and I would think I like to pick those ones. So I'll just use that tool, Alt click on the PC and we go back up and we create some more of those curtain walls, or you can just extend them if you want to. So let's do this. There's always a couple of ways to work in ARCHICAD. So what you can do is you can just take this one and we extend this up here. Let's add, let's see how high we go. Just say okay. All right, that's actually high enough. As you can see, it's going all the way over there. Great, just leave that for now, because I like to add some slabs here. Second floor, first floor, down. Again, we just pick our slab. You can actually just copy it, might as well. Go up and we paste this in. Great. Delete the hole. And for this exercise, I like to add a hole in here. Now, as you can see again, because I had this line in there, it doesn't do it straight away. So for this purpose, let's move it over here and do this again. Space click, oops. That's better. All right, let's cut this way just to see where we're at. Yes, great. And I knew it would be quite high because I moved the roof from one story to another story. So we really have to lower the roof a bit, which, see, I moved it from here up to the roof, so it's another 3.5. So I think we should really lower this by 3.5. Okay, so select, and we just go -3.5. All right, let's move this down a bit. And because we got so much of that space, I could cut this down, but you know, we'll cut this off anyway in a moment. That's all good. Yeah, that looks much more sensible to me. All right, next bit is we add our nice rails as we did last time. So pick this one. I go a bit faster because it's just the same thing. Okay, this is looking good. So we go now to cut off the curtain wall which sticks out at the top. To do this, I have to make sure I turn all the layers on. Okay, because I need now this one to cut off the curtain wall. What we do is, it's on cutting elements, that's fine. So select both of them. And we drag a copy down. And select the curtain wall. There we go. So this is used as a, we'll cut to this shell roof. But before we do this, actually, I need to go another story down, which is 5 meters. Okay, so I can see. Let's just do this for now. So we select curtain wall. And we elevate -5 because I want this curtain wall also on the ground floor. You might have to extend it a little bit here, we'll see in a moment. Yeah, it's still sticking out. Alright, select all of this. As you can see, it is a little bit slow with the curtain wall, even the selecting bit. And you just cut this off. Now if this happens, because it can happen, the curtain wall was outside of that roof, so it overlaps here a little bit, but on the other side it didn't overlap. So let's do another step. We have just to extend the shape of the shell tool slide. You can see it's not overlapping. So yeah, you just got to do that quickly, not a problem. So let's just select this one, and you just really take this and move it out a bit. If you got a problem, just go like this, and you can see it just starts moving out. Now it's overlapping, it will overlap too much, but it's really just a cutting element. The main thing is it goes all the way over the curtain wall. Alright, so do the same thing with the other one. There we go. Just move it out this way. So I think if we do this now, it should cut off just fine. Okay, so let's try this again. All right, see, that worked perfectly. So we can get back to our floor plan now. And obviously, when we go into 3D OS, you have to make sure that this is now turned off, because we have this as cutting element. So we're almost done. Let's have a quick look. So I go and say tutorial, and I have to make sure the cutting element. So what we do is you just do tutorial, and we do a new one, tutorial 3D cut off. Okay, so you turn it off, then we use this one now to make sure the ones we don't need are turned off. So let's see what we got. We're almost there. Yeah, see, there we go. So I just add slab down here and outside some concrete, because it looks a bit too much glass. Okay, so let's do this. First floor, let's pick the slab again, copy, down, paste it in. There we go, we get rid of the hole. And what I like to add is now just some concrete walls around, okay? Now to do this, I need my ellipse again from the first floor. Just gotta make sure I get the ellipse right. And we copy this down, paste this in now. right for now I actually will move this over to make sure I pick this right, and all I'm doing is just a simple wall. Let's make thickness 200, height quite high, and we pick material. Let's do concrete 1, and we put this on walls external. Alright, let's add this here, and we take this wall and move it back. Alright, let's see. Yes, looking good. So what I like to do is now, yeah, that's looking just right. Of course I want to cut out some holes now. To do this I use an elevation, make sure it's long enough, and let's just limit that because I really don't need it all the way. Halfway will do, and let's have a look. Missing, let's put it there, and we open with current view settings. To make this easy for me to see, I will turn off the external wall layer. It's a bit hard to see at the moment. Okay, so let's start over here. Draw some guidelines first. There we go. Take this ellipse, drag it to one of the frames, and we just extend this a little bit to there. Height wise, we can go a bit higher. There we go. And we copy one over. So take those, drag them a bit down, but of course now I want to use the Morph tool, and we just draw two morphs. There we go. It's going to, oops, going to 3D, and we extend them a bit. There we go. You select and you just pull them out a bit. Okay, because they're all there, will just be used for cutting. Alright, let's have a look. There we go. Bit far, but you know what? Actually, it's okay. I want to go all the way to the other side. So let's drag. Oops. Don't need that one. Yeah, this is looking good. And we do a mirror copy. Great, and I like to have another one going straight at it. So yeah, that's not bad. So let's see what we got here if I select there. Turn around. Yeah, that's not too bad. All right, let's get back to our elevation. That's it. So we take those, we drag them up. Right, and this one, let's drag this up a little bit further, just for fun. All right, we make a copy over here. And then this should all be good. So we take all those morph elements, and I want to take the wall. That should be the wall. It is. So solid element operation. We have target element. I want this one, and those ones will be my operator, and we subtract execute. Great. So obviously now again you need to select them and move them onto the cutting layer, because we need to keep them. Alright, so take this and we need cutting element because I need this one here. This one, and we need the walls. Okay, great. There you go. Go inside a bit. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It's been a bit a long one, but you did learn quite a lot. And I hope you be back next time. Bye for now.